Usually put my agenda out.
We don't have much of
On
that.
the city website. I'm on that one too.
Yeah.
Put it on the website.
Yeah, it was in our emails.
Did you see where
I know that.
John Smith said there was drag racing?
The website? Should have been.
She asked me to.
Lowering the speed limit ain't gonna stop that.
I'm gonna make them do
I
it.
can't.
City Council, come to order. Call the roll, please.
Willman?
What?
Willman?
Good here, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm here.
Ely?
I'm here.
Godwin?
Here.
Hall?
Here.
Kindle?
Here.
Norris?
Here.
Rogers?
I'm present.
All right, let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you. Approval of the minutes. Everyone should have received minutes from last meeting. Any additions or corrections? If not, those will stand approved. Approval of the agenda. Item 1, under the transit fund, where the amount says 20,000, we need to change that to 28,000. And as far as I know right now, that's the only change.
All right, approve the agenda as amended.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to approve the agenda as amended. Discussion? Call the roll.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Hall?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Okay, public hearing. Anyone wishing to address council, step forward and please sign in.
Okay, I have a few things that have been brought to my attention and I said, yes, I'm going up there, so here we go. First of all, people in Greenville want to know, has that dog been caught?
Hey, Jana. Can you put your
Oh,
mouth down?
Yeah.
Has that dog been caught? They are scared. I was out there at the fairgrounds yesterday and a lady had a little dog and I warned her. I said, well, they think it might be from Colonial Trailer Park, but they don't know. And, you know, I feel for the owners who lost their dogs. That it reminds me of a dog that might have been in a dog fight. And if I would watch a dog kill my little dog, I would be sick about it. So I don't know why it's still running loose. Somebody's got to get a hold of that dog, and somebody with a gun will most likely shoot it, because you can't let a dog like that run the neighborhood. You just can't. But I guess it's on Channel 7 News tonight.
Yes.
So I didn't get to see it, but I hope to go back and bring it up. And so that was one of my concerns that people are talking about. And then another concern is, my brother was coming down Broadway the other day, and there was a homeless guy over there where they play in the water. He was washing his hair. He said it was a bit disgusting, but he said, what can you do? What are you going to do? He said he was in there just having a good time. I said, well, the next time I'll probably be taking a bath and who knows what else. So he wanted me to pass that on. Another thing, I want to commend that whoever designed the coloring book that they were giving out at the 250, applaud them. I took that home and I looked at that. And if you didn't get one, you need to get one. Because super duper job. It has all kinds of information in there about Darke County. I don't know how they came up with the pictures. I don't know if they're copyrighted. I don't know, but I was totally impressed with it. So that is something else. The other thing, now, this goes back to 4 years ago. I had a friend, Carol Fosnot, that passed away in 2001. And I had bought her a tree. And before that, Carol was the dearest friend. They ran the golf thing. Anyway, after she passed, I talked to her family. And I said, I want to buy a tree out there at the park. And they were thrilled. And so I said, there will be a leaf on the restrooms eventually with her name. Not my name, because I don't want my name on it. But I also had bought one for her mother, Dolores Elson. And I had also bought one for Shirley Hughes, her sister. So 4 years ago, I came up here and I asked the street department, when are you going to put the leaves up? I keep checking. They're not up. And, they're on my desk. They'll be up by the end of the week. That was 4 years ago. So I was just down there today. They're still not up. I doubt if they ever will be up. And what hurts is that statue that got installed, lickety-split, you can't put up leaves. And I paid over $1,000 for trees. I learned a lesson. Don't give any more money to the park. Do not, because I don't know how they're spending it. And all I wanted was their name up there. That's it. But they couldn't do it. So anyway, those are the things that have been brought to my attention for today. And just put up the 3 leaves, okay? I'll be happy. I want to come back the next time and say, you did it? Oh, the other thing. So on Facebook, it was blasted that the teeter-totter was a mess. So I went down there. And they were right. Because I had been down there the weekend before, and I saw it. It just had 2 metal tubes. That's it. Didn't even have seats. Nothing. So when they posted it on Facebook, that was on a Monday. I went down on a Tuesday morning, and they had added 1 pipe with 1 seat and handle over here, and 1 seat and handle over here. Well, the problem was they must have dropped a screw because the seat was missing a screw. And I went back to a friend of mine. I said, I give it a week and it'll be broken again. So I went over there. I think it was that the program at the band shelter that week. It wasn't this last week. And sure enough, the seat was all cockeyed. And I was like, oh dear. And the handle was hanging off. And I was like, okay. So then I went over a couple days later, and now the handle's completely off and laying in the dirt. And now we're down to 1 screw for that seat. Well, I went today to look at it, and the 1 seat that had 4 screws has 1 screw, and the other seat has no handle, and I think 1 screw. Now, is that a park we want people to come to? Really? I went down there and took some pictures, not that it does any good. But a friend of mine stopped at my house yesterday, and she took her grandson there. She says, I was appalled. I was appalled how bad that place is. I said, I don't know what to tell you. I talked and talked and talked. So somebody else, maybe on council, can go down there and look. So that is what I have today to share with you.
Anyone else wishing to address council? If not, we're going to move on to administrative reports. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Council President. Speaking of the park, we had a wonderful community picnic on Sunday. We had hundreds and hundreds of people there between the hours of 1 and 6. We had free food that went fast. So maybe next time we do something like that, though, no numbers could be a lot more than what they were planning on. But having never done anything like that before, it was kind of hard to determine. But we had live music. We had, there's so many people I want to thank, but I'm going to keep it brief and thank Debbie Nysonger, who did an incredible job and with the Fort Greenville chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. Lots of volunteers, Greg Billing in the Dark County Visitors Bureau, Everhart Hospice, who quarterbacked that picnic, along with Eric Fee and Tribute Funeral Home, and Dark County Parks Light Foundation did a fishing derby at the 2 ponds on Memorial Hill. Reverend Church, Dark County Seniors Outreach, the list goes on, but the image, Spitting Image, the Greenvilles, Tish Shepard, Nancy Livingston, the entertainment in the afternoon was very well received. It was a lot of fun. Just had a great picnic, and then it was capped off with the concert in the park at 7 o'clock with the Greenville Municipal Orchestra, and then we had the fireworks, which was totally outstanding. The blessing was the weather. On Friday, I wouldn't have gave you 2 shakes for it, but everything cleared up nicely, and Saturday and Sunday went very well, and we couldn't be more pleased, and it was just great. So I want to thank Todd Unrass and the crew of the High Tech Special Effects. Did a great show for us, and we look forward to the fireworks display next year. Will be on Saturday, July the 3rd. The city of Sydney usually has theirs on the 4th, and Todd does their show as well. They always have theirs on the 4th. We have ours on Sunday. Next year, Sunday is on the 4th. And I just want to make everybody aware that I gave way to Sydney having theirs on the 4th, and I wanted to do that because of all the help that they gave us after the tornado in May of '24. So I wanted to, wasn't going to fight them for July the 4th. So they're going to have their show, and then they owe me one. So next time we'll get our way. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. We had a great time, and the next thing coming up is the Annie Oakley Parade and Gathering of the Garths on Saturday, July 25th. That's coming up in 2.5 weeks. So mark your calendars for that. And then I just wanted to remind everyone that to just look for publicity on social media and everywhere for those things. Annie Oakley has their own page, and I'm sure so does Gathering, I believe. So the more and more information will be available there. And with that, I pass.
All right, thank you. Safety Service Director, Mr. Dell.
Thank you, Mr. President. Some updates for this evening. First, on our lead line project that we have a resolution to authorize to bid for our Phase 1 and Phase B. We have created a space on our website, so it's very easy to get to. If you go to our homepage, at the top it says lead line, you click on it. It has our lead line inventory. It also has a QR code and ways for you to sign the agreement for house entry once we get to the project and have to start entering houses to replace their side. We're going to use that page to try to keep everyone well informed throughout the project as we add. We're just getting it started, but I want to thank Jeff Francis because I cannot create a web page in our IT department. I just told him what I wanted and bam, here we go. So I encourage everyone to check that out on our lead lines. Our Schweitzer Street project, we're still in the right-of-way phase. Letters have started to go out to owners, and we've started to get some of those back. So it's quite the process to get those temporary easements. We have to get them notarized and then recorded at the recorder's office. So we're working through that portion of our Schweitzer Street phase. It does sound like we are going to get awarded our OPWC funds we applied for Schweitzer as well. So that project's going to tie about 5 different grants together. So there's a lot of planning and time that's going to go into it, but it's going to end up being a very great project when we get it complete. Solids handling, we're about 85% complete down there, believe it or not. It seems pretty wild. I'm excited to get it complete and get all you guys down there to tour the facility and what it's capable of doing and why we did it in the first place is the bigger side of this. We are having some issues with some blowers that we use to aerate our digester tanks, working through that. And unfortunately, the company's out of Germany, and we might have to do some sending back to Germany of some parts, but we're making our way through. If that's the biggest hiccup we have, we're doing okay on a project that size. And then our water tower project is still ongoing. The bowl is pretty much complete, so if you've been out by or been able to see it, it's kind of hidden back in there. Basically, they welded the bowl together on the ground around the bottom of the base, and then they've applied the coating, and next step is to raise. I haven't gotten a date on when this raise is going to take place, but they say it's pretty impressive to raise that bowl to the top. So we're excited on that project as well. And then as part of the legislation here, to accepting the bids for the maintenance paving and the Phase 4 sidewalks, those projects are on schedule. And I will answer any questions, but I will pass.
Ryan, I've had a couple of people inquiring as to whether the senior citizen center out there on Schweitzer is, a go or no go or whatever.
Oh, the bill, so they have where the dairy barn property,
Right.
Yep, okay. So they have been awarded through OFA, which is where they receive their funding. So their next step now, there's a lot of, they have to do appraisals and surveys and traffic studies and all these things they have to put together. Then they have to come back to planning and zoning to get actual approved, because the first step was changing the zoning. So now they'll have to get their preliminary and final development plan approved through Planning and Zoning Commission. And then once that happens, they can close on the property and start construction. So they're looking at bringing that in August for the final or the pre-development plan. And then their goal is to be able to close on the property Thanksgiving timeframe and then start first of the year. That's where it currently stands.
And the other question that I've had from people is on the shuffleboard court deal with the shelter and everything. They were wondering where that money was coming from. And
So part of it is tornado funding, and then we received a $58,000 grant from the capital budget.
say 58,000.
From the capital, and then the other portion is tornado.
Okay. How much of it was tornado then?
So the whole project's 75.
Okay.
So
Okay.
whatever that is, I don't know.
17.
My math head's not working right now.
Okay, thank you. That's all right.
Yeah.
I have a question concerning your lead line page.
Yep.
Even though I don't think my area is in the first round of that project of lead line, do you recommend that people go ahead and fill out the application or the statement?
Yeah, if you're on the, so there's an inventory list, so if you already received a letter that you have a lead line and it's eventually going to get replaced, the sooner, that's why we wanted to get it out earlier, the sooner we can get those documents signed for entry, the smoother the project's going to go, so we're not having to track people down and.
And have those letters gone out? I'm sorry. Have those letters gone
Yes,
out?
if you have a lead line in the city of Greenville, you've received a letter stating that you have a lead line. So you may not have one if you haven't gotten one. Or you
Ford
can,
Housing Division.
or you can check the list, or you can call the water department and they can check the list for you and let you know. They just need an address.
I mean, because it is an old established neighborhood.
Yeah. Maybe you're lucky and it was replaced already.
Thank you.
Ryan, since the police chief's not here and Mr. Myers is not here, a couple of things that Jana had addressed, I would like to bring out. Do you know any updates on the dog? I know they were looking. And
Yeah.
Mr. Bear, the dog warden, was in town.
Dog, the only thing, this is what I know. This is what we know and the police department knows. Like 8 days ago, I think it was June 29th, there was a dog killed by I'm going to say pit bull. I think it was a pit bull. There were pictures taken, like it was confirmed. Since then, from the police department standpoint, they have had a few calls of, we think we've seen the dog or the dog's here. We have went out and checked and never been able to locate the dog. We have not received any other complaints or news that anyone was attacked or the dog attempted to, I guess, I'm not on social media, but I understand social media is saying like that the dog's been going after other dogs and kids. We have no record of that in our system that they were calling the police department. Now, that's not saying they haven't been calling the dog warden, because I know the dog warden has been inundated with calls about it as well.
Yeah, because I talked to Mr. Bayer, and he said, you know, they were from the Dark County Dog Warden, said that they were on the cruise for it, you know. They can't be there 24 hours a day going up and down the city streets, but that he's been in town several times on the south, that entryway, the Euclid and the railroad tracks and that kind of thing, I think it was the area. So I just thought if Chief Benji was here, I would ask him, but thank you for that. And then, yeah, and I read also on the homeless with their hair washing at Yolo Park, and that's on camera situation. So I wasn't sure if we cornered that individual or told him he couldn't bathe there or whatever it is. Are you aware of anything?
I'll let Mr. Green, but I don't know there's really much we can do as long as they're clothed in the splash pad.
Right.
But
Yeah, if anything, potentially, there's kind of a littering if they're putting in shampoo, but if they're just rinsing
That's
their
what I
hair
said. If
out.
there's shampoo involved or
Yeah,
blatantly cleansing.
I was not aware of that situation, so I will follow up with the police department regarding what we do or don't have on camera.
Okay, yeah, thank you. And then I'm confused on Gina with the leaves. Are those stickers, decals, paint things that were supposed to go on the bathroom?
they're decals. If you look inside the bathroom, there's like they're I don't want to call them plastic, but a plasticus leaf that we have engraved. We've been doing it for years like that for park donor trees. I'll have
They're placed on the side of the building, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, like someone painted a tree on the side for us, and then we stick the leaves on as
Okay,
we.
so plastic.
Yep.
Or something.
We have them engraved by a trophy company, local
Okay.
trophy company. But I'm gonna check. I wrote those names down and all.
I figured you had it jotted. I just didn't understand if it was a vinyl like Mr. Winchrow does or something like that needed to be put up.
Yeah, no, it's more of it's individual
Object.
leaves. Yes,
On there, okay. All right, very good. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Any further questions?
Yeah, along with that, the teeter-totter, that sounds like a crazy deal, but I'm sure people are taking those screws out.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, but it's something else. Every once in a while, we let things go by and never get an answer for somebody that brings something up. Said, you'll check with metal.
Loctite.
Yep.
Loctite on those.
I don't know if that's,
Welcome.
you need something better than that, yeah. Yeah, but we'll check it out, right?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Jenna.
I think we need a well.
That's it.
All right, thank you. Moving on, Law Director, Mr. Reeman.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Council President. Broken record here, but just been incredibly busy, especially in the warmer months. Our misdemeanor citations are probably up a little bit, so court's taking a lot of my time. In good news, I am close on getting some help. I've got a second round of interviews Friday, so I'm hoping to be able to make a decision on getting a hire in place this week, which is very exciting for me and much needed. Other than that, continuing on with everything else, still dealing with nuisance cases. I get back with Chad to follow up. We do have one of our nuisance cases in court tomorrow, so that system's still working its way through. And with that, I will answer any questions anybody has.
How many yards do we have here in town that we currently mow for the city?
You got a number?
So this week we have 15 we're mowing.
That's it?
That we're mowing. We have 65 on a list, and it rolls over. So after we mow, or they are mowed, then they continue to stay on the list, and we check them on a 3-week rotation. But yeah, the list that came out yesterday had 15 yards that we actually are going to mow this week. There might have been 30 that he checked, and some people mowed, or they weren't ready, or they didn't meet our criteria of our 12 inches.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Further questions? Okay, moving on, Auditor, Mrs. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just have a couple things. I received, and this always happens every year, so maybe next year we'll make a note of it, a recommendation or an ask of Garst Museum for the city to be a member of their funding. I don't know how I want to say it. They just want to make us a member for their historical society, I guess, and it's $250. Does council have any objection to that if I bring that supplemental to the next meeting so that we can make that payment? We've done it for years. Does anybody, and if anybody has a question or wants to see it, you guys can please call me. If no one has a problem with it, I'll go ahead and make a supplemental for that. I'll be bringing a supplemental the next meeting anyway, due to the fact of the posting for the water tower and the water reclamation project. We've got some postings to bring for that. So that's just posting, so I will include that legislation along with that. And I guess if anyone has any other questions, the transit, the general fund supplemental is for a grant that the police department received, and the transit, the air conditioning went out last week, hottest week of the year. So they're getting that, we need to get the money appropriated so we can get that repaired and paid. They did order one, so hopefully it's getting close to being done here. So with that, I'll take any questions, and otherwise I will pass. Okay.
All right, thank you. Moving on, committee reports. We do have one this evening out of the Safety Committee.
The Safety Committee held a meeting to review the speed limit of Russ Road. The Safety Committee met on June 25th, 2026 at 8 a.m. in the council chambers of the City of Greenville to evaluate and assess the current speed limit on Russ Road at 35 miles per hour, as a citizen had sent a proposal to reduce to 25 miles per hour to Safety Service Director, Mr. Ryan Delk. The committee reviewed the letter from Mr. John Schmidt that was sent to Mr. Delk, as well as an additional email from Mr. Charlie James that was sent to Ms. Hull. Police Chief Mr. Benji collected and presented traffic enforcement information on Russ Road from June 2025 through 2026. Mr. Delk presented data from ODOT and a third-party company, Insights, geodata for Russ Road. Following careful analysis and discussion of all the data presented, the committee has determined that at this time there is not enough evidence to support a reduction in speed. Therefore, it is the Safety Council's recommendation to keep the speed limit on Russ Road at 35 miles per hour. Respectfully submitted, Safety Committee Chairman Christy Hull, Vice Chairman Leon Rogers, Member Clarence Godwin.
You've heard the committee report.
Motion to accept the committee report.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to accept the committee report. Discussion? Call the roll.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hull,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
I have another, I'd like to present a report from the Committee for the Combined Fire Departments of the Township. And
Okay.
there's no end date, so I thought it
Correct.
might be an appropriate time to give an update on the last meeting, and then the end of my report, or maybe the end of the committee. So I'll read it real quick. Call to order 8 a.m. at May 22nd. Council committee members Steve Willman, Doris Ely, Chris Norris, and others were present. The Township Edger worked on a discussion of joint fire districts no longer meeting the original plan. It was brought up that there was originally stated it started as a way to combine to make it better for the community. So his thoughts are that costs of any joint department cannot happen, particularly with the same number of people and facilities originally discussed. These things are brought up. Chief Thompson presented a staffing plan that would meet the needs of a joint department. Trustee Edger doesn't like the thoughts of the chief's report on the number of people that may be needed or possibly needed for cost savings, and he would like something more concrete. Ryan Delk brought up, doesn't need to kick this down the road any further. We should start looking at a countywide joint fire district over the next 5 years. Mayor Whitaker, we should start to tackle negotiations with outside help. And Township Trustee Edger was in agreement. Some discussion on possible cost savings of the district. I don't understand. Edger made a statement he didn't understand why the city spent so much money on a fire department. I didn't know why it cost so much for the city. Mayor Whitaker stated that most of the revenue in the township receives to operate their EMS and fire department comes from the city of Greenville itself, within the city boundaries. we need to work together to serve the people. We should form a group with members of each group. Chief Thompson stated this did not start out trying to save money. It was a need to provide better service to the community. In mutual agreement, the city council members and township trustees will both go back and decide what the next step they feel is needed to go forward with a possible new direction. Edger moved to adjourn. Doris Ely seconded the motion. Motion passed. On submitting this committee report, I believe the original intent of this committee is to investigate the need to combine Greenville City Fire Department and Greenville Township Fire and Rescue in order to efficiently and effectively serve the combined city of the township and community. This has now changed. The direction has now changed. I believe the need for this committee assignment has come to an end. And if we need another one, that we should look down the road with a new direction for a committee assignment.
Right.
So I believe this should be the end of it. So that's all. I'll do that.
All right. Well, thank you for the update on that. Moving on to ordinances and resolutions, we have 6 on the agenda. The first is a supplemental ordinance.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026. This supplemental ordinance appropriates funds as follows. General Fund New Equipment Police in the amount of $21,266.45. These funds are being appropriated from a grant received from Darke County for the purchase of Nikon cameras. Transit Fund New Equipment Transit in the amount of $28,000. These funds are being appropriated to replace the air conditioning unit at the transit facility.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this ordinance and read by title only, second, third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to suspend the rules, give this ordinance a second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Wellman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Poll?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026. An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026.
Move to adopt the ordinance.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the ordinance. Discussion? Call the roll.
Reelman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Poll?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Number 2, we have an ordinance to enter into an agreement with the state of Ohio for a sanitary lift station.
An ordinance authorizing entering into an easement agreement with the State of Ohio for a sanitary lift station. This ordinance authorizes entering into an easement agreement with the State of Ohio for a sanitary lift station due to the previous easement reaching an expiration date.
Move to suspend the rules and give this ordinance second, third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules, give this ordinance a second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Reelman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Poll?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
An ordinance authorizing entering into an easement agreement with the State of Ohio for a sanitary lift station. An ordinance authorizing entering into an easement agreement with the State of Ohio for a sanitary lift station.
Motion to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to adopt the ordinance. Discussion?
Yes, where's this lift station at?
At the Armory. It's right there in front of the Armory.
Okay, thank you.
Call the roll.
Reelman?
Yes.
Ely?
Yes.
Godwin?
Yes.
Poll?
Yes.
Kindle?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Okay, number 3, a resolution authorizing safety service director to enter into contract with Walls Brothers.
A resolution accepting the Walls Brothers Asphalt Company Incorporated bid for maintenance paving 2026. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter contract with Walls Brothers Asphalt Company Incorporated for 2026 maintenance paving.
Move to suspend the rules and give this resolution second, third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules and give this resolution second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Poll,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
A resolution accepting the Walls Brothers Asphalt Company Incorporated bid for maintenance paving 2026. A resolution accepting the Walls Brothers Asphalt Company Incorporated bid for maintenance paving 2026.
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Kendall to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Poll,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Okay, number 4, a resolution authorizing Safety Service Director to enter into contract with America's Decorative Concrete.
A resolution accepting America's Decorative Concrete Limited bid for sidewalk project Phase 4. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter contract with America's Decorative Concrete for Phase 4 of the sidewalk project.
Motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second and third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to suspend the rules, give this resolution second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Poll,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
A resolution accepting America's Decorative Concrete bid for sidewalk project Phase 4. A resolution accepting America's Decorative Concrete bid for sidewalk project Phase 4.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Roman to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Poll,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Number 5, we have a resolution for a necessity to repair certain sidewalks within the city limits.
A resolution declaring the necessity of repairing certain sidewalks in the city of Greenville, Ohio, requiring that abutting property owners repair the same. This resolution declares the necessity of repairing certain sidewalks within the city for Phase 4 and requires abutting property owners to repair the same, and establishes what part of the cost of sidewalk improvements is to be paid by the city and what is to be paid by special assessments.
Move to suspend the rules and give this resolution second and third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules, give this resolution second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Poll,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
A resolution declaring the necessity of repairing certain sidewalks in the city of Greenville, Ohio, requiring that abutting property owners repair the same. A resolution declaring the necessity of repairing certain sidewalks in the city of Greenville, Ohio, requiring that abutting property owners repair the same.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Poll,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Number 6, we have a resolution authorizing Safety Service Director and the Water Treatment Plant Superintendent to advertise for bids for lead service lines.
A resolution authorizing the advertising for bids for the 2026 lead service line and small diameter water main replacement, Phase 1A and Phase 1B. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director and Water Treatment Plant Superintendent to advertise for bids for the lead line service and small diameter water main replacement for Phases 1A and 1B.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second, third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to suspend the rules, give this resolution second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Poll,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the advertising for bids for the 2026 lead service line and small diameter water main replacement, Phase 1A and Phase 1B. A resolution authorizing the advertising for bids for the 2026 lead service line and small diameter water main replacement, Phase 1A and 1B.
Motion to adopt the ordinance.
Motion by Mr. Norris to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll.
Roman,
Yes.
Ely,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Poll,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Right. Anything under new business? Nothing under old business? We'll move on. Our council representative outside committee, Main Street Greenville.
Thank you. Normally, I just talk off the cuff, but tonight, this is an important thing, and I want to make sure that everyone understands what Main Street Greenville is trying to do and what we hope to do. So bear with me while I read this, okay? Main Street Greenville is currently undergoing major changes as an organization. This organization is reorganizing, adding new board members, and reviewing our procedures. All of this is necessary to bring this organization back to a strong position with our citizens, our business community, and also developing our city's Main Street to one of health and growth. We are developing fundraising plans and mining grants to assist in making us strong financially. We're also exploring an easier way of communicating with our board members, our committees, the downtown business owners through an app called Slack. One of our business owners has agreed to work with everyone to make sure we can utilize this app to its max. This will enable us to have a quick turnaround in all areas of communication and share ideas about what we need to be doing. Currently, we are looking for a part-time director. The position can be found on our Facebook page, our digital newspaper, My County Link, as well as the Early Bird Advocate. Deadline for submittal of the application is July 31st, 2026. To make our organization a success, we need to have community support. We are developing a crew of volunteers to assist us in our growth. One area of assistance needed is to be available to be at the Welcome Center for a couple of hours. If you know someone who would like to sign up to be a volunteer, let us know. The volunteer forms will be posted on our website soon, or reach out to any of the board members. And I encourage you all to watch the update on our Facebook page as to business spotlights. We have some new businesses downtown, and we're going to spotlight them. We are also going to introduce you to board members and also future events. Respectfully submitted, Dolores Seeley, on behalf of Main Street.
Thank you for that. Any questions for Mrs. Ely?
Yeah, who's the director now?
There is no director at
Oh, there's no
present
director
time, no. We had an interim director in short and sweet term.
Okay. What was that app called?
Slack.
Slack.
Mr. Council President, if I might.
Absolutely.
The board has discovered the aid of a few young gun, high-tech people. And Slack is going to really enable Main Street Greenville, the board, volunteers, and downtown business owners to stay in touch with one another and know what's going on in a more timely manner and be able to converse with one another. It's kind of an in-house, if you will, just Main Street businesses and the organization itself to stay in touch with one another, share ideas, fundraise, raise funds through that. And the possibilities are endless, and it was probably the most productive Main Street Greenville board meeting that I've been to in a long time, and I'm very excited about it. And we'll look to see what happens, but we've got a bunch of new businesses downtown, and a lot of the businesses already signed up and are participating on that app. So that's something that hasn't been happening. So it's a good thing.
Good news, huh?
Yep, it is good news.
Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say it's really important that we get the community back behind us. We've had some complaints and we've had some grumbling. Well, the way to change things is to be part of the change. So we're asking for community support.
And if I might, Dolores mentioned it's important to have volunteers because the board members, there's like 7 or 8 in number. You burn them out in a few years and then you're done. And then you're right back to where we were last year. And we're starting to come out of it. But the important thing is to have some hours at that visitor center open because the complaints are many and that nobody's ever there. How do we pick up information on what's going on if nobody's in there? Or to ask questions? Do you get people coming in from out of town and enjoying our downtown and they go in there and they can't even get in there? So that's an important aspect of what Main Street Greenville needs to address, so.
So, with no director right now and a lot of events coming up through the summer, I mean, is like the board meeting more frequently right now or try to stay on top?
Yeah, we are meeting more frequently, we have. And right now, the events that are coming up we're looking for that chairperson, that person that will be the driving force behind that event. And I believe that just probably after the meeting we have on the 22nd, we'll have a little better understanding of what future directions. One of the recommendations has been to limit the actual number of events that we have, not try to have something every weekend, but to have to have major events that we can all get behind. And then, there are going to be holidays, but our businesses downtown are pretty good at marketing themselves, and they come up with an idea. When we'll continue to have merchant meetings where they get together and share their ideas. So it's going to be maybe a little rocky for a month or so, but I think we will find our way out of this and be better for it.
That Slack app is really going to help our businesses project and interact with one another, who's doing what for what event and all that, and tie everything together and probably make it a lot more effective event in the long run. And it's just, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that. With the young guns, with the high-tech talent, they know what they're doing, and this is going to be the wave of the future with a lot of this, because we don't have a lot of people with a lot of time to volunteer to come to a meeting, but you can stay in touch on this app and converse on this app and not have to go to a meeting.
Right.
We're also going to maybe explore the use of Zoom meetings as well, so we'll see how it all plays out.
Excellent. Sounds like a lot of positives going on there.
I think so.
Thank you for the update.
Thank you.
Okay, communications. Nothing? Okay, let's call down the council.
Willman?
Appreciate everybody coming. Thanks, Jen, as always. Had a great weekend. I'm sure I missed some of it because I just got home for vacation, but I did get to the fireworks and they were great. Todd does a good job. Everything went smoothly, so that'll pass.
Ely? Yeah, I just want to make a personal interjection here. About 2 weeks ago, I received a letter from someone in the city, a constituent, and unfortunately, they didn't do me the honor of signing their letter to me. So it makes it hard for me to respond to your statement, to your sharing, if I don't have a way to reach out to you. So I would just urge anyone who communicates with any member of the council, of the city, of our departments, if you're going to make a statement or a complaint or a praise, that would be nice to hear once in a while too. Own it. Put your name on it. Don't leave us just hanging here going, what? Well, you didn't care enough to sign it, so you didn't give me an opportunity to respond to you. So with that, I pass. Thank you for your indulgence. Godwin?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for coming up tonight, and with that, I'll pass.
Paul?
The same, just thank you everybody for coming. Again, just great job by everybody over the weekend for the celebration. Park was really busy, it was nice to see. Great job with the fireworks show, so with that, I'll pass.
Kendall?
I'd like to pass along condolences to Jim Dumas, and personal thoughts to his family. And with that, I pass.
Norris?
Thanks, everybody. Some new faces, that's a good thing. Jana, as usual, thank you. We appreciate that. And with that, I will pass.
Rogers?
Yeah, I know we've been talking about nuisance properties forever, but, you know, when people get a letter to clean up their property or mow weeds or mow grass or clean up their property, and, you know, they go halfway, you know, it's ridiculous. Clean up your property the way it should be. It's not too bad. It's not too hard. It's not rocket science. It's cleaning up your property and making it look decent. I've got one across from me that doesn't mow his yard. Now, I'm not sure, you know, we've been trying to determine, you know, why he's not mowing his grass. And I'm kind of thinking, between my girlfriend and I, that it's a possibility that he might be an over-the-road truck driver, and because he's not there all that much either. So, you know, but surely he could, you know, the neighbor person next to him has offered to mow his grass, but he hasn't taken it up on that. The only thing that I can say is that maybe he'll realize it whenever he gets his next tax statement, and realize that he should be doing something about it. But anyway, one in particular that I know got a letter, and it looks like they went out and chopped the tops off their weeds so that it looks better right at the present time, but they didn't go clear to the ground, and, you know, it just looks terrible. It looks like it's maybe a wildlife refuge or something, I don't know. But anyway, so much for that. I'm done. Thanks.
President Schmidt?
I too wanted to make comment about the fireworks. We try to go every year, and it was really, really an amazing show, I felt. I mean, hats off to everyone that was involved. And I also would like to make mention about the flags on the circle, about how nice that looked again. I know Mr. Norris had a picture online there the other day, but it's one of those things I think Greenville is known for, and something that we can be proud of for sure. And along with Mr. Kendall, I would like to give my condolences to the Dumas family as well. I worked with Jimmy for several years down at Fram, and I know he'll be missed for sure by a lot of people. So with that, I will pass. And motion by Mr. Rogers to adjourn. Discussion? Call the roll.
Willman?
Yes.
Ely? Yes. Godwin?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
Kendall?
Yes.
Norris?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.